Check, 1, 2. Check, 1, 2. Okay, good. Page 643. Sinai el harim Sinai el harim me'ayin yavo esri me'ayin yavo esri me'im Adonai Ose shamayim va'aretz Ezri me'im Adonai Ose shamayim va'aretz Achat sha'alti me'et Adonai Ota avakesh Achat sha'alti me'et Adonai Ota avakesh Shviti beveit Adonai Kol yemei chayai Lachazot benoam Adonai Ulevaker behechalo Lachazot benoam Adonai Ulevaker behechalo Sinai el harim Sinai el harim. The words of Achat Sha'alti, the words that we say on page 662, one thing I ask Adonai, only that do I seek, to live in the house of Adonai all the days of my life, to gaze upon the beauty of Adonai, and to frequent God's temple. Welcome, Shabbat Shalom to you all. I am student cantor Daniel Geigerman, joined this evening in music by Dr. David McFarlane, and with the help of Susan Buck, our wonderful shofar blower this evening, and our co-presidents Lynn Weinstein and Betty Adams. We welcome you. We ask that you take this moment, just get out of your service mindset and into your technical mindset and take out those phones. and make sure that they are all on mute or turned off. It would be very much appreciated. Since it is the month of Elul, the month preceding our high holy days, our days of awe, we are commanded to hear the sounding of the shofar. So I ask that you please rise as we fulfill that mitzvah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu shomea kol shofar. Tekiah! Please be seated. It is my honor to invite Arlene Strauss to come and light the candles, to bring some light into our lives when I think we desperately need some.
Baruch atoi Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam kiddushanu v'tzivanu
Vitzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat. Amen.
Amen. And at first Shabbat candle give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us, as their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light. So may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light. Amen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We now turn to page 122 and 123 to sanctify the sweetness of Shabbat. Erev voker yom hashishi, vayechulu hashamayim v'haaretz v'chol tzevam, vayichal Elohim bayom hashvi'i melachto asher asa, vayishpot bayom hashvi'i mikol melachto asher asa. Vayivarech et yom hashvi'i vayikadesh oto, Kivo Shabbat mikol melachto, asher bara Elohim la'asot. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu. V'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon inchilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit ki hu yom techila lemikrae kodesh zecher letziat Mizrayim. Kivanu v'acharta ve'otanu kidashta mikol ha'amim v'shabbat kodshecha me'ahava uvratzon inchaltanu. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh ha-Shabbat. Amen. L'chaim. Please join me on page 124 at the bottom of the page. May the door of this synagogue be wide enough to receive all who hunger for love, all who are lonely for friendship. May it welcome all who have cares to unburden, thanks to express, hopes to nurture. May the door of this synagogue be narrow enough to shut out pettiness and pride, envy and enmity. May its threshold be no stumbling block to young or straying feet. May it be too high to admit complacency, selfishness, and harshness. May this synagogue be, for all who enter, the doorway to a richer and more meaningful life. We turn to page 132 for Or Zaruach. Light is such an important part of Shabbat. We want to bring it to all aspects of our lives, and this psalm really puts that forward. Or Zaruach latzadik uyishre lev simcha. Or Zaruach latzadik uyishre lev simcha. Or Zaruach latzadik uyishre lev simcha. Uyishre lev simcha. Or Zaruach latzadik uyishre lev simcha. Uyishre lev simcha. Yai dai dai, yai dai 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 dai, yai dai yai dai dai, yai dai dai dai, yai dai dai dai, yai dai dai dai. Light is sown for the righteous, radiant for the upright. O you righteous, rejoice in Adonai and acclaim God's holy name. We welcome the Shabbat angels which guard us during Shabbat with this next piece of song of prayer on page 142, Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem leshalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Barchuni leshalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzechem leshalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. We turn back in our prayer book to page 138 for the words of Lecha Dodi, welcoming the Sabbath bride into our midst. As is our tradition, we will be singing verses 1, 2, 5, and 9, rising before the 9th verse to welcome the Sabbath bride. Lecha Dodi likrat gala b'nei Shabbat mekapela. Lecha Dodi likrat לקראת גאלה, בני שבת נקבלה. שמור וזכור בדיבור אחד, השמיענו אל המיוחד, אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, לשם על תפארת ולתחילה לך דודי. לקראת גאלה, בני שבת נקבלה, לך דודי. לקראת גאלה, בני שבת נקבלה. לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי היא מקור הברכה, מראש מקדם נסוכה, זו מעשה במחשבה תחילה לך דודי. לקראת גאלה, בני שבת נקבלה, לך דודי. לקראת גאלה, בני שבת נקבלה. התעוררי, התעוררי, כי באורך ומאורי, אורי אורי שיר דברי, כבוד אדוני אלך נגלה לך דודי. לקראת גאלה, בני שבת נקבלה, לך דודי. לקראת גאלה, בני שבת נקבלה. בואי בשלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצולה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה. בואי חלה, בואי חלה, לך דודי. לקראת גאלה, בני שבת נקבלה, לך דודי. לקראת גאלה, בני שבת נקבלה. It has been a rainy week. Thankfully, we're here, we're all dry. Turn to someone you haven't seen and say hello and wish them a Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. D minor.
Haven't seen you all week.
We remain standing and turn to page 146 for our call to worship, the Baruch Hu. Yai da 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 yai da yai da da, yai da 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 yai da 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 da, yai da 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 da, yai da 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 da, yai da 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 yai da 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 da, yai da 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 yai da, yai da 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 da, yai da 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 yai da yai da da. Baruch Hu et Adonai Amevorach Baruch Adonai Amevorach Amevorach Leolam Vaed Amevorach Amevorach Leolam Vaed. Please be seated. We turn the page to 148. My apologies, as we read together at the top of the page. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way on which time and season glide. Your breath guides the sail of the stars. Creator of the tide of time and light, you guide the current of day into night. As heaven spans to infinity, you set its course for eternity. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. Baruch atah Adonai, hama'ariv aravim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bidvaro ma'ariv aravim mechochma poteach she'arim. God of creation, who makes the evening fall from light into darkness with the setting of the sun, you unfold the heavens with brilliant moons and stars and wrap our souls with peace. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bidvaro ma'ariv aravim mechochma poteach she'arim. Baruch atah Adonai hama'ariv aravim. We turn to page 151 and read together at the bottom of the page. Wisdom and wonder, passion and instruction, story and symbol. All these things your Torah gives to us, and the more we devote ourselves to it, the more it grows and gives. What could be a truer token of your abiding love than this holiest of your works and the living language that gives it form? Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. We turn the page and rise for the Shema. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto, Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto, Le'olam Va'ed. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Please be seated. We turn the page and join together in chanting the Ve'ahavta. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavcha uvechol nafshecha uvechol me'odecha vehayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi metzavecha hayom al levavecha veshinantam levanecha v'dibarta b'ham b'shivtecha b'veitecha u'v'lechtecha v'derech u'shochbecha u'v'kumecha u'kshartam le'ot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot bein einecha u'chtavtam al mezuzot beitecha u'visharecha leman tizkeru va'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'item kedoshim lelohechem ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim lihiot lachem le'Elohim ani Adonai Elohechem Adonai Elohechem emet. We turn the page to 157 and read responsively on the bottom of the page. In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness and peace, give us the courage to say, Adonai, there is one God in heaven and earth. The high heavens declare your glory. May earth reveal your justice and love. From bondage in Egypt we were delivered. At Sinai we bound ourselves to your way. Instructed by prophets and instructed by sages, time and again we overcame oppressive forces. Though our failings are many and our faults are great, it has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in dark ages your vision of a world redeemed. Let us continue to work for the day when the nations will be at one and at peace. Then shall we rejoice as Israel did, singing on the shores of the sea. Yai-da-dai-dai, yai-dai-dai, yai-da-dai-dai-dai. Yai-da-dai-dai, yai-dai-dai, yai-da-dai-dai. Yai-da-dai-dai-dai, yai-dai, yai-da-dai-dai-dai. Yai-dai-dai, yai-dai-dai-dai. Mi chamocha bailim Adonai. Mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh. Nora tehilot osef eleh, osef eleh. Malchutecha ra'u vanecha, mokei hayam livnei Moshe u'Miriam. Malchutecha ra'u vanecha, mokei hayam livnei Moshe u'Miriam. Zeli anu ve'yameru Adonai imlo leolam leolam va'ed. Yai-da-dai-dai-dai, yai-dai, yai-da-dai-dai-dai. Yai-da-dai, yai-dai-dai-dai, yai-da-dai-da-da-dai. Yai-da-dai-dai-dai, yai-dai, yai-da-dai-dai-dai. ונאמר כי ודע אדוני את יעקב וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני גאר ישראל Amen. Amen. We turn the page and let us read at the top of 161 together. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Adonai, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts and eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise up, waiting to do your will. Baruch atah Adonai, haporeh sukat shalom aleinu, ve'al kol amo Yisrael, ve'al Yerushalayim. Ashivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom vehamitenu shomreinu lechayim Ashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom vehamitenu shomreinu lechayim Ushmor tzeiteinu uvoeinu lechayim ulshalom me'ata ve'ad olam Ashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom vehamitenu shomreinu lechayim Ashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom vehamitenu shomreinu lechayim Page 163. A thought has blown the marketplace away. There is a song on the wind and joy in the trees. Shabbat arrives in the world, scattering a song in the silence of the night. Eternity utters a day. We turn the page and rise for the Amidah. Adonai sifatai tiftachu fi yagi tehilatecha Adonai open my lips that my mouth may declare your praise Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avoteinu ve'imoteinu Elohei Abraham Elohei Yitzchak ve'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel ve'Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor ve'Hanorah El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim Vekonei Hakol Vezocher Chastei Avot Ve'imahot Umevi Geula Livnei V'neihem Lema'an Shemo Be'ahava Melech Ozer Umoshia Umagen Baruch atah Adonai Magen Avraham ve'ezrat Sarah. Ata gibor le'olam Adonai, mechayei hakol ata rav lehoshia, morid hatal, mechalkel chayim bechesed, mechayei hakol berachamim rabim. Somech novlim verofech holim, umatir asurim, umekayem emunato lishenei afar, michamocha ba'al gevurot, umido melach, melech meimit umechayeh, umatzmiach Yeshua, v'ne'emanata lehachayot hakol, baruch ata Adonai, mechayeh hakol. Ata kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, u'kedoshim b'chol yom yehalelu chasela, baruch ata Adonai, ha'el hakadosh. We take these next moments for our own silent prayer. You may be seated when you are ready. Ritzei Adonai Eloheinu me'amecha Yisrael u'tefilata Tehi leratzon Tamid avodar Yisrael Yisrael Amecha Karov lechol koreyav Penei elavadecha v'choneinu Shefoch ruchacha V'techezena einenu Meshuv בכל ציון. ברחמים, ברוך אתה, אדוני, המחזיר שכינתו לציון. We turn now to page 371 and focus our mind and our prayers on those who need a little extra healing of body, of mind, and of spirit. I ask if you are thinking of somebody today to please give them energy and give them strength by saying their name out loud. Those joining with us virtually, please say the names of those who you are thinking of. Along with all those names and the names on our congregational Mishaberach list on page 371, I offer this Mishaberach. Mishaberach avoteinu ve'imoteinu mahayan haberachot borei refuot. Mishaberach avoteinu ve'imoteinu Mahayan haberachot borei refuot. Adonai, source of healing, bring blessing to those we love. Renew their spirit, renew their courage, renew their strength of body and soul. Mishaberach avoteinu ve'imoteinu mahayan haberachot borei refuot. Adonai, compassionate God, bring comfort to those we love. Adonai, compassionate God, send healing from above. Mishaberach avoteinu ve'imoteinu mahayan haberachot borei refuot. And let us say, Amen. I'm going to tell you a story about a woman and her 9 kids. Oof. Now there's a powerful woman right there. This woman was in the south of the United States, and she was looking for a better life. And she thought that she had been given the opportunity. She had been given a one-way transportation up north to Massachusetts. And she was really happy. She was even told that she was arriving in a location very near to a prominent member of the executive branch. So, she put on all of her nicest clothes, a nice white hat, triple pearl necklace, beautiful black dress, and she got her children onto that transportation and was taken up to Massachusetts. When she arrived, there was no member of the executive branch there to greet her. She arrived with nothing other than a couple of bucks and a promise of a job, of a home, a place to live, a place to raise her family. Her kids even said they were so excited. Unfortunately, there was no job. There was no housing. But luckily, there were people who cared. People who were there for her and her family. Now, when this happened back in 1962, it was known as the Reverse Freedom Rides, where the southern states who were trying to fight against integration would take these families, the ones who were a great burden on society, they said, and they would ship them up north and promise them that they were going to new places and there would be a job and there would be places to live. If you are confused right now as to what is going on in our world, especially over the past 2 days, this is why it says, "And teach them to your children." I was not taught about the reverse freedom rides in school. I learned about them at 2 o'clock this afternoon, and I rewrote my entire sermon. While it would have been difficult to have the conversation about what happened and what was going on in the early 60s with regards to these reverse freedom rides, I think we would have seen immediately the repeat of history that has been happening. One of our main tenets, especially during Sukkot, is Haknasat Orchim, the welcoming of strangers. And we've talked previously about the treatment of what is called the ger, or the other, that we see in the Torah, how we are supposed to respect them, treat them as equals. They are human beings. They are not pawns. But we don't need to be told that from the Torah to welcome the stranger. We don't need to be told, we don't need to be taught. It should be in our very essence of being human beings. My eyes were glued to the TV all this morning and all this afternoon, trying to figure out how I was going to deal with this whole situation, not just here in public, but how I was going to deal with it mentally. And I cannot think about how those people who were being used felt when they arrived in Massachusetts. But I can tell you, I have a slight idea of how they felt when they were greeted with open arms, when they were greeted with hot food and information that was correct and people to help them, translators, a worker in Martha's Vineyards, just a random person, gave up his time, his energy to sit there with each family and discuss with them what happened, to help them out. People from all over Massachusetts came bringing food, bringing supplies, bringing cots, setting up and helping out. That is true humanity in action. Human beings are not meant to be used for the benefits of others. We have learned this all too well from our own history. In fact, we say the Micha Mocha every single service to remind ourselves that we were once in that position and to never let it happen again. So I ask you, in the style of the very popular Serenity Prayer, let us change what we cannot stand. Shabbat Shalom. On a lighter note, hold on. yeah, that thing. We got to. Does anybody have an anniversary? Anybody have a special?
Yes.
Come on up. Anybody else have an anniversary? A special occasion. It doesn't have to be marriage. Yeah. Oh yeah. We did the 100th birthday earlier this month. Oh, such a blessing, isn't it? Wow. I love this idea. Here. Give me the other one. Okay. Here, on this side of me. Ooh. There we go. At least I caught it. Come on over. Okay, so, hi, how you doing? Okay, how many years? 55 years, what a blessing. We ask this blessing for you. Okay, first of all, I have to ask, is there a secret? Just keep going. In the style of smile every morning. In the style of Finding Nemo, just keep swimming, if you will. We ask this blessing, one of the oldest that we have, for you, for peace and for happiness. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May God bless you and keep you. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chunecha. May God smile upon you and be gracious unto you. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May God be with you always and grant you a shalom, a peace. And let us all say, Amen. Congratulations. Thank you all to our chuppah helpers. Right now, 55 years. Oof. It is my honor to invite Betty Adams, our co-president, up to give some words of announcement. Words of announcements, or some announcements, either way.
Is it working? Is it working? It's working. Yay. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Thank you to Student Cantor Dan, Dr. David McFarland, Arlene Strauss, my co-president Lynn Weinstein, and all of you for being here and all of you for being out there. And thank you to the following sponsors. Our Shabbat services are sponsored by Sam Weinman in memory of his mother, Lillian Weinman, Paula and Mike Geigerman in memory of Paula's brother, Stillman Mostovoy, Donna and Larry Lopater in memory of Dr. Hal Bass, Seema and Ed Greenblatt in memory of Dr. Hal Bass, H. George Kagan in memory of Dick Herman and in memory of Brian Cohn, student cantor Daniel Geigerman in memory of Dr. Hal Bass. The following donations to the community food pantries are sponsored by Susan Postal Sweet and Jay Sweet in memory of Jay's father, Martin Sweet, Gail Summers in memory of Lillian Summers, Marcia Weber in memory of her grandmother, Molly Geschwind, Alfanur Timurkanova in memory of Marilyn Miller. Oneg sponsorships tonight, Helene and Melvin Grebler in honor of Melvin's birthday, Rebecca Lippman in honor of her birthday, and me and Eric Adams in honor of my birthday. Happy birthday to everyone else, and to me, and to me. Our Saturday, September 17th Shabbat Torah study is sponsored by June and Charles Knopf in memory of Brian Cohn, Lila Goldman in memory of her father, Mo Horowitz, Victor Siegel in memory of his father, Seymour Siegel, and a very special donation by Reuben Freed in honor of Florence Carmel's birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Okay, and the announcements. As if you didn't know it, the holidays are just about here, and there are some deadlines looming. If you forgot to submit your names for the Book of Remembrance, you have one last chance to get them in, but they really have to be received by Monday. There are flyers here tonight. If you're here, you're lucky, and you can do that. Our Erev Rosh Hashanah dinner, catered by Diamond Caterers, will taste like the holidays. Delicious. Then you can just walk into Erev Rosh Hashanah services. You'll already have your parking spot. And we need your reservations by the end of the day, Monday, this coming Monday, September 19th. Call 271, where is it? Here it is. 271-6161, extension 128, and leave a voicemail over the weekend or all day Monday, and we can still get you in for that. And you'll also be glad you signed up for the Break the Fast Dairy Buffet when you can walk right into that to eat after concluding services on Yom Kippur. Flyers are here, or call that same number, 561-276-6161, extension 128, and we'll call you back. We're looking for a few more Shabbat ushers. If you're able to commit to maybe one Friday night a month, maybe two, please see Eric Adams at the Oneg. Your commitment would be much appreciated. For those of you who are not yet part of our congregation, we'd love to have you join us for our High Holy Days. Tickets are available for purchase in our lobby from 10 to 2, weekdays and Sundays, or leave a voicemail. Here we go. 561-276-6161, extension 100, and also a friendly voice will call you back and help you out with that. And if you are a member or a non-member and you're here tonight and you've requested your tickets, you can pick them up tonight. We'll be happy to help you with that. Tomorrow night, here in our sanctuary, we'd love to see you for our Slichot service to get us all spiritually prepared for the High Holy Days, the Days of Awe. Rabbi Allison Cohen, who happens to be here tonight in the back, and student cantor Dan will lead us. That's 7:30 tomorrow night, Saturday, right here. Please be here. Yes, there is Torah study on Zoom at 12:30 tomorrow. I think I covered it all. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. We turn now to our concluding prayers on page 586 as we rise for the Aleinu. It's up to us to own the vision. We are an answer to a call. It's up to us to live the words we speak for the benefit of all. It's up to us to bow down deeply. There's a broken world to raise. Aleinu l'shabeach. It's time to live our praise. Aleinu l'shabeach la'adon hakol, la'tet gedula leotzer breshit, shechunotei shamayim ve'osed haaretz, umoshav yekaro bashamayim mima'al. Ushchinatu zo bighove meromim, Hu Eloheinu ein od, va'anachnu korim, umishtachavim umodim, lifnei melech malchei hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, V'ne'emar, V'haya Adonai, Lemelech al kol haaretz, Vayom hahu, Yeh Adonai echad, Ushemo echad. Please be seated. It's my honor to invite our co-president, Lynn Weinstein, to help lead us in Kaddish Yatom.
Let's please turn to page 595. This is the time in our service where we remember the lives and the memories of those of our Temple Sinai family, our own family and friends, whose yahrzeits are at this week in our season before High Holy Days. There are stars up above, so far away we only see their light, long, long after the star itself is gone. And so it is with people that we loved. Their memories keep shining ever brightly, though their time with us is done. But the stars that light up the darkest night, these are the lights that guide us. As we live our days, these are the ways we remember. This week, we remember members of our Sinai community whose memorial plaques are kindled on the walls surrounding our sanctuary, including Hyman Aaron, Dan Adler, William Behar, Jenny Dan, Rose Gilbert, Harry Hurwitz, Phyllis S. Hyman, Jules Lish, Lillian Summers, Dorothy Steinberg, Saul Tobin, Stanley G. Wexler, Beverly Weiss, Etta Wexler. We also remember Gary Barnett, Samuel Botwinick, Molly Geschwind, Ruth Gordon, Morris Greenfield, Mo Horowitz, Wilma Kahn, Marilyn Miller, Stillman Mostavoy, Rita Oxman, Norton Rothschild, Gail Rubens, Betty Salkin, Martin Sweet, Frank Ventry, and Lillian Weinman. And we're also remembering closer to our hearts in this month those whose lives are still in the Shloshim period, including Jan Hong, Arnold Drapkin, Dr. Hal Bass, Helene Kessler, Terry Dinsky, Dick Herman, and Brian Cohn. As I gesture toward you throughout the sanctuary, if you are saying your sight on this Shabbat for someone, please feel comfortable rising and stating their name. Barbara? And friends at home, if you are saying your outside prayers this evening for friends and family, please recite their names as all of us rise together in congregation and joining Jewish people in congregations throughout our world to recite Mourner's Kaddish. We're on page 598, and together.
Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah. Be'alma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei. V'chayechon v'yomechon uv'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael. Ba'agala uv'zman kariv v'imru. Amen. Yehi shemei Rabbah mevarach le'olam u'lalmei almaya. Yitvarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnatzeh. V'yithadar v'yitalev v'yithalal shemei dekudesha barichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechemata. Da'amiran be'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehi shalama rabba min shemaya. V'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. V'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav. Hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, ve'imru. Amen.
May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us and to all Israel. Amen.
Amen. Please be seated, and please join us for a little kiddush, a little motzi, and a little socializing right after our service.
And following an oneg nash, if anyone would like to join me and assist me as we prepare the scrolls for the holiday season, I could use a little help this evening. Thank you.
And we end our service with words of love, that if we put love into this world, it will come back to us. Words of Olam Chesed Yibaneh. Olam Chesed Yibaneh, Yadadai, Yadai, Yadadai, Olam Chesed Yibaneh, Yadadai, Yadai, Yadadai, Olam Chesed Yibaneh, Yadadai, Yadai, Yadadai, Olam Chesed Yibaneh, Yadadai, Yadai, Yadadai. I will build this world from love. Yadadai, yadai, yadadai, and you must build this world from love. Yadadai, yadai, yadadai, then God will build this world from love. Yadadai, yadai, yadadai, if we build this world from love. Yadadai, yadai, yadadai, olam chesed yibaneh. Yadadai, yadai, yadadai, olam chesed yibaneh. Yadadai, yadai, yadadai. Shabbat shalom.